They say truth is stranger than fiction, and today's case is one that shocked an entire nation. A decorated police officer, trusted to uphold the law, turned into a cold-blooded murderer. This is the story of how a financial crisis led a veteran officer down a dark path, resulting in a brutal double homicide that ended in his execution. And you won't believe the horrifying details of how it all unfolded. Stay with us because this story is more twisted than you think. In 2013, a horrifying crime rocked the quiet neighborhood of Kovan, Singapore. A father and son were brutally murdered in their own home, and the man responsible? A 14-year police veteran, Iskandar Rahmat, sworn to protect and serve. But instead of justice, he brought terror. What drove a police officer to commit such a heinous act? It all started when 67-year-old Tan Boon Sin, a car workshop owner, filed a police report regarding a large sum of money he had stored in a safety deposit box. That information landed in the wrong hands, Iskandar's hands. Desperate and drowning in financial debt, Iskandar devised a plan to steal the money. Disguising his crime under the cover of an official investigation, he convinced Mr. Tan to withdraw the cash under the pretense of placing a hidden security camera inside the box. But Iskandar had no intention of returning the money. Once back at Mr. Tan's home, what was meant to be a robbery turned into a bloodbath. In a frenzied attack, Iskandar stabbed the elderly man 27 times. But just as he was about to make his escape, an unexpected problem walked through the door. Mr. Tan's 42-year-old son, Tan Chiharong. Iskandar couldn't leave a witness alive. He launched another brutal attack, taking the son's life as well. And here's where it gets even more chilling. Iskandar fled the scene in the victim's car, unknowingly dragging Tan Chiharong's body for nearly a kilometer, leaving a horrifying trail of blood in the middle of Kovan. Residents were in shock as they witnessed the gruesome scene unfold right before their eyes. But how do you catch a killer when the killer is trained in law enforcement tactics? Singaporean authorities wasted no time. A nationwide manhunt was launched, and within just 54 hours, Iskandar was tracked down at a seafood restaurant in Johor Bahru, Malaysia, where he was swiftly arrested. His trial was one of the most closely watched in Singapore's legal history. During the trial, Iskandar claimed self-defense, alleging that Mr. Tan attacked him first and that he had no choice but to retaliate. But the evidence painted a very different picture. The multiple stab wounds on both victims, specifically on their necks, heads, and chests, suggested pure intent to kill, not an act of self-defense. The court was clear. This was a calculated murder, fueled by greed and desperation. In 2015, Iskandar was sentenced to death. He appealed, but the Court of Appeal upheld his conviction in 2017. His final hope was a plea for clemency from the President of Singapore. That too was denied. And on February 5, 2024, after years of legal battles, Iskandar Rahmat was hanged. This case isn't just about crime, it's about trust. How does someone entrusted with enforcing the law break it in the most brutal way? And more importantly, could this tragedy have been prevented? Let's hear from you in the comments. What do you think about this case? Should capital punishment remain in place for crimes like these? Do you think Iskandar's financial struggles played a bigger role in his actions, or was this a crime of pure greed? Your thoughts matter. If you found this report valuable, hit that like button, share this with someone who follows true crime, and subscribe to 2230 for more deep dives into real-life cases. Help us reach 11,000 subscribers so we can continue bringing you the most detailed and factual coverage. See you in the next one.